do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 7 yards the pick up there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Raider first down.
What a waste of time.
What now?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Carr. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Carr now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From midfield, here's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Carr going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw it is Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
End of the 1st quarter with the score tied 7-7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Locke. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Locke working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, the 20.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 93 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
33-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches will give him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3.
Looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Carr. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Carr to throw again. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They deep for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Locke now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man, it's Preston Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw his car. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
First down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Which ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Gets through, and now an opening. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Carr. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. And
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a first and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Raiders 42, Broncos 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
56, the mark was 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders are going to win the football game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.